Hello?
Oh, hi. This is Levi calling from Sticks for Stones in Australia. Is this Thomas?
Yeah, this is Thomas. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
Doing fine.
Yeah? All the interviewers treating you well so far?
Yeah, no, that's no problem. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah. Can I start asking you a few questions?
Definitely. Go ahead.
Yeah. You actually did your first album. It came out last year. First album in 19 years, That Wall with Reality. What was it like recording with all the guys after all that time?
Well, I mean, we've been doing so much other stuff together, like touring the world and hanging out for I would say almost like 7 years prior to that, like as a reunion thing. So the only thing new was actually being in that environment in the studio. And we chose the studio where we had been before, back in the day, and we were comfortable with all the people working there. So there was, we tried to make it as homey as possible, and we really were, there was no real pressure from the outside in that sense. It was a lot on our own terms. So it was just exciting, and it felt good because we knew that we had the songs and the ability. So it's just like, let's capture this moment, really.
Yeah. And you said before you actually, you reunited for about 7 years. How come it took you so long before you decided to make another album?
Well, I guess basically we had done almost what we felt that we had set out to do as a reunion band. Yeah. And I think we still had we still had the fire in us, and we really didn't know where to take that. But Anders was, very quick to point out, that he had some ideas that he wanted to show me. And when I heard them, it was no-brainer to actually try to pursue that. It was one of the things we knew that to make a new application, we had to be honest and from our hearts, and without any outside pressure or something like that. So we set out to write it without telling anyone, and agreed that if it didn't come out the way we expected it to, we just ditched the whole project without telling anyone, really. So that's kind of like how we wrote the record, just to please ourselves as an art project, really, and it came out the way we wanted it to, and therefore we decided to make it public.
Yeah, and you guys were one of the first bands that really claimed the title of melodic death metal. You influenced a lot of bands, In Flames, Arch Enemy, even some of the American bands like Killswitch Engage definitely have a bit of a resemblance to you guys' sound. How does it feel knowing that you've influenced quite a fair few bands out there?
It's not really something that we think about too much. We are a humble bunch of guys that really want to keep our feet on the ground and focus on our own thing, really, and if you think about it, labels are labels, and influence. I mean, yeah, we are influenced by other bands too, and it's hard to pinpoint who influenced who in one way. Of course, it's rewarding when people say that they are influenced by you, and but it's not something that we go around to thinking about, because that would just hinder ourselves in our creative, ability. I would say, we would have to focus on what we do best, and but yeah, it's fun, of course, to see a lot of bands break out that have a similarity, so to say.
Yeah, and as I said before, you've been playing a while. Do you think metal fans are as passionate now as they were in, say, the early 90s?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's. I think the scene has grown, both, numbers-wise of supporters, and also I would say through the internet. It has, the worldwide spread has become more, how can you say, easily accessible. Therefore, also making it easy for bands to record. We have their own computers and spread it through the internet, so you don't really have to have big budgets and big labels behind your music. Therefore, people can experiment more with their sound. So I think the scene is more vibrant now than ever. And if you go play shows in different parts of the world, you see a lot of passionate fans everywhere. Actually, I think the extreme metal scene is it's better than ever right now.
Yeah. Now, I've also read on Wikipedia you teach social studies. Do you still do that, and do you get time to be a teacher outside of music?
Yeah, I work 60%. That will equal about 3 days a week at school. So yeah, sometimes we tour when there's a break, when there's a holiday, and sometimes there are the long weekends. It's just logistics, and with good planning, nowadays you have to plan, with flight schedules and stuff so long ahead. So that leaves a lot of, room for planning, and yeah, we have a good manager who can do that for us. So there's no inconvenience.
Yeah. How do your students feel about being taught by a legendary metal frontman? Are they impressed by it? Do they know who your band is?
Well, I mean, right now I teach at middle school, so it's mostly kids, that's like 11, 12 years old, and I would say, yeah, they know and they think it's fun, but they're not fans of the music, so it doesn't go to their heads or something like that. I try to be as normal teacher as possible in school, so it doesn't really hinder their studies, so to say.
Okay, so you've never given them a history of heavy metal lessons, starting with Black Sabbath and Judas Priest or anything like that?
Not really. I brought out sometimes I brought up examples from the metal world, to prove a point. For example, when you have studies about feminism and stuff like that, I could show them some samples of metal, female fronted metal bands and stuff like that, so they could see that there's the roles from gender roles doesn't have to be set in stone. Stuff I can use that sometimes, but it's not really my normal way of doing stuff. No.
Yeah. Now you guys are coming to Australia in October, so it's not far. That's next month. It's probably in about 25 days or so. Are you excited? And how long has it been since you've been in Australia?
Well, yeah, super excited. It's been 3 years now, and as well as that, it's not only like 3 normal years. It's what happened in those years. Like the record came out and been touring the whole world on that record. So I mean, it's a total different updates that's coming to Australia this time as well. With the new songs, and it's a newfound inspiration and fire. That we're bringing now. So I would say it's like it's doubled, almost like the fire in us since last time. So, yeah, we are super excited to come over again.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm really looking forward to that. I'll be bringing my camera along. It'll be the first time seeing you guys live, so I'll get some good shots and send them to you on your Facebook and whatnot if you want to put them up.
Great, man. Cool.
Yeah. Just ask you a couple more questions. I know you've got a few interviews to go. What bands are you listening to at the moment? Do you still listen to a lot of the older metal, or have you grown accustomed to some of the newer bands as well that are coming out?
Well, I mean, it's always a mix for me, and the old cult bands, whatever, they are still in my heart, and I still listen to a lot of that stuff, day to day. But my what you say, like contemporary references are very all over the place. There's a lot of electronic stuff, a lot of underground death, black metal stuff. It's all over the board, really. I have on the Applegate Spotify account, I have a recommendation list every month, so you can check that out. It's pretty cool. So if you go to Applegate's official on Spotify, every month there's a new list.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sign up.
But there's a mix there between all the new stuff and different styles as well. Some choices might be surprising, but it's all art, really.
Yeah, we also do a recommendation page on our site where we just get people from bands to pick 5 songs, and we make a YouTube playlist to check out. So if there's just At the Gates fans, what 5 songs just come to mind that you could recommend that you think people should check out? Or just
I could just
albums in general?
I'll. I mean, definitely there's just to use the Spotify list, but I mean, I'll try to drop a few just now as well. Thinking, as we speak. Hang on.
No worries.
There's, of course, the new Graveyard record is coming out now these days, and that's another Gothenburg band, actually.
Yeah,
really talented.
I've got their vinyl literally 2 meters from my hand. They're awesome, that band. I love them.
Yeah, so that's one that I've been recommending lately. Also, there's so much different stuff to this. I would call it almost a singer-songwriter, but more electronic, called Soap and Skin. I don't know if you heard that.
No, but I'll check them out.
It's very dark and ambient, female vocals kind of stuff. Really off the board, really. And there's this Finnish band called Circle that's been around for quite some time, but they release a lot of weird records all the time. The last record, though, is called Pharaoh Overlord, which is kind of weird because they released a record called Pharaoh Overlord, but there's another Finnish band called Pharaoh Overlord that released the record Circle at the same time. This is what the band does. They release these weird combinations with other bands. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I would say the new record by Blank Mass. I don't know if you heard them.
No. There's a few of those European bands.
It's electronic music from the UK. It's Blank Mass. It's I would call like an electronic, really noisy electronic version of Mogwai in a way. That kind of style.
Yeah, I know who they are.
Really interesting stuff, and I don't know how many bands. How much was that? Was that 4 or 5?
I think that was about 4. If you just want to do one more, I'll just chuck that up as a playlist for people to check out.
Yeah, to keep the definite people happy. There's this Canadian band called Adversarial. I don't know if you heard that.
Yep. No, lots of bands to check out.
Adversarial is really brutal death metal, but really twisted and dark. It's very like a nightmare, almost like Portal from your country. But
Portal are great. Yeah, they're doing well.
So there's something like that, from Canada. They have a lot of bands like that, but this their new record is really awesome. So something from that record, you can check that out.
All right, cool, man. Well, I know you got some interviews, so I'll let you go. But it's been a pleasure talking with you, Thomas, and I'm gonna come to the show when you're in Brisbane, so it's gonna be awesome, man.
Great, man. I'll see you there.
Okay, cheers, dude. Have a good day.
The same. Take care.
Bye.